Greetings from Norfolk, Virginia. I am Mary Carol Tazewell, a former parishioner of St.Francis of Assisi. I continue to participate in the contemplative prayer group thanks to Zoom. I was filled with gratitude when just a week after lockdown last March, the contemplative group organized to go virtual and provide the much needed space for us to be together and pray. We continue to meet weekly. The word for today is exalt. Exalt, when used in the biblical framework, refers to the state in which we hold God. That is, to hold in great esteem, in high regard, to raise to a higher rank, a position of greater power. In the Hebrew scripture, in Isaiah chapter 6, we hear, "In the year that King Uzziah died, I saw the Lord high and exalted, seated on a throne, and the train of his robe filled the temple. Above him were seraphim, each with 6 wings. With 2 wings they covered their faces, and with 2 they covered their feet, and with 2 they were flying. And they were calling to one another, 'Holy, holy, holy is the Lord Almighty. The whole earth is full of his glory.'" Imagine that. Yet, in the Christian scriptures, we learn that we humans exalt ourselves instead of God. We do this when we inflate our egos, our self-importance, and our self-image. One example is in Luke 18 with the story of the Pharisee and the tax collector. The Pharisee's ego had him trying to engineer his own righteousness. He could not see his arrogance and judgment. The tax collector saw his sin and realized his complete reliance on God's mercy. The tax collector, beating his breast, says, "God be merciful to me, a sinner." Jesus responds, "I tell you, this man went down to his home justified rather than the other. For all who exalt themselves will be humbled, but all who humble themselves will be exalted." How do we humble ourselves? How do we live out the wisdom of Jesus' words in our daily life? When we exercise our righteousness, we risk exalting our values, our ideals, and our beliefs, creating an us and them. When we interact from a place of humility, we listen, we dialogue, we collaborate, and we respond with kindness, creating a we. Kindness, generosity, curiosity are always to unite and connect. As Richard Rohr says, if we are all made in God's image, we are already connected through our inherent divine DNA. So as we move through this time of Advent, remember Jesus' wisdom. Those who exalt themselves will be humbled, but all who humble themselves will be exalted. Look for ways to create connectedness. Speak and act in ways that honor the humanity and dignity of all. Wishing all of our friends at St. Francis a blessed Advent season. Thank you.